All right, California, Utah in the Pac-12. We've got Utah 13.5-point home favorites, 44.5 being the total in this game. I'm telling you what, we started this show weekly in August, and I never thought we'd still be doing the Cam Rising watch, at
Yeah.
quarterback this deep into the season. Here we are. We're still wondering when he's going to return here for the Utah Utes. Obviously, still yet to get into a game, which means it could be. And if we do, if we don't see, I should say, Cam Rising again this week, Bryson Barnes is already ruled out, it looks like, for Utah and set to miss extended amount of time. So Nate Johnson becomes the quarterback, who's not a great passer. He's a good runner, but he's not a great passer. So does that mean Kyle Whittingham's been doing a two-quarterback system, but he did it with Johnson and with Barnes, where he had Johnson as the running quarterback, Barnes as the throwing quarterback. But now Barnes is out. He's only got Johnson. So is he going to do a two-quarterback system, maybe with Brandon Rose this time, who's the fourth quarterback on the depth chart? We'll have to wait and see. But again, all of that's a moot point if Cam Rising returns. But we don't know that as of right now. Meanwhile, you look at California. They got just absolutely ripped apart on defense by Oregon State, man. They just could not stop the Beavers in that game. And I said coming into the year, Cal's going to be more of an over team because I don't think their defense is as good. And I do think their offense, they're trying to play a little faster tempo. They've got a few more playmakers than they've had in years past. And sure enough, what was it, 52-40, that final score for Oregon State beating Cal last week. They've gone over the total now, 2 of their last 3 games. Actually, the Arizona State game probably should have went over the total. The problem is Utah's not an over team. Every Utah game this year has gone under the total. Their offense is having a hard time sustaining drives and moving the football, especially the last couple of weeks without Cam Rising. But after what I saw from Cal's defense, it's like, what the hell is going to give here? Utah's struggling offense or Cal's struggling defense? It makes it a tough game to call here. But by default, you know how I feel about Utah at home. I got to have a good reason to bet against them when they play at home. They are already, against FBS competition, 2-0 straight up, 2-0 against the spread at home this year. I'm not going against them in Salt Lake, especially with a team I don't trust on defense as the opponent. What do you think here, C-Mac?
Yeah, the defense got ripped apart, Cal. But Mendoza played all of a sudden. They put him in. I thought he played well. He did have really one pick.
Yeah.
He did, and it was 34-32. And then just a crumble in the fourth quarter. They had a pick followed by a fumble. It just ended it there, which I thought that game could have gone down to the wire. So that sucked because I had Cal. And they were able to run the ball on Oregon State. Their defense a little different on the road. But can they do this here in Salt Lake? 4th in the country. They only give 67 yards. Because Cal, they can run it, 217 a game. I don't know if they can run it here. I'm with you. We talked about for years. Their defense could win this game for Utah. It's the offense is just not there until Cam Rising, whoever you are. I don't even know if he's been seen. Someone, I'm just joking. Is it Cam Rising out there? Is he can ever come back?
Alive?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm off. I mean, I think Utah wins. You want to lay the 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, this is going to be, by the way, I mean, it's got to be said. And Oregon State's pretty solid on defense, although they even had some cracks last week. And Fernando Mendoza played well. I think he's going to play again. That was his first start. He's a highly touted freshman, really highly projected. Sam Jackson and Ben Finley, it's not like they were lighting it up for Cal at quarterback. So I think Mendoza is going to get this start. But you go from at home against Oregon State to this defense, Utah on the road. Man, that's a huge step up. Let's see if the kid is ready for it in this one.